Have you ever been betrayed by someone you loved, only for them to walk off with the person they cheated on you with? This is also known as monkey branching, and it's one of the most painful things you can experience, as not only have they cheated on you, but they've committed to someone else, leaving you hurt, confused, and alone. I know just how painful and devastating this can be, but thankfully I'm now at a place where I also know how to move on and let go of the ex who betrayed you. And so I'm making this video to hopefully help anyone who's been betrayed and monkey branched or is still struggling with the impact of it. I'm going to walk you through not just how to understand and accept what really happened, but also how to move on from this person who has betrayed you so deeply. Before you can even think about moving on, you first need to accept what happened and what it says about your ex, which is very difficult to do because being betrayed like this by the person you loved and trusted so much is a massive shock, and it can leave you in denial, as it did for me. When my ex monkey branched off of me, I couldn't actually believe it, even though she literally told me that she liked someone else and wanted to get to know them more. And she gave me some lame excuses, made herself seem innocent, and even implied that it was my fault. And for reasons that I couldn't fully understand at the time, I believed her. I forced myself to believe that maybe the situation wasn't as bad as it clearly was, as the full pain of the truth was too difficult to accept. It wasn't until I got a reality check, which only came a week later in the form of her posting a picture of herself with this new guy who she had betrayed me for, that I was forced to wake up. She had blocked me on social media, but I still saw it. And seeing that post was gut-wrenching for me, but it was what I needed, because in that moment, any delusions I had about the reality of the situation were shattered. And so for anyone who's going through this, I need you, if you haven't already, to first realize and accept the full reality of the situation. And no, you don't need to stalk your ex like I did or check their social media, because not only is that pointless, but it's only going to hurt you even more. Instead, let me tell you everything that you need to hear. It's the betrayal itself that tells you absolutely everything that you need to know. See, this isn't like a normal breakup where someone loses feelings for you over time and drifts apart. It's not like they came to you and had an honest conversation about their feelings or why things aren't working out for them anymore. No. This was cold and calculated, because despite losing feelings for you, they didn't come up to you and have a conversation and break up with you. Instead, they went behind your back, slept with another person, developed a new relationship with them, and once they were confident enough in that relationship, only then did they throw you away and pursue that person, like you were garbage. Does this sound like something someone would do if they loved or even respected you? Does this sound like a mistake or an accident? Of course not. This was a choice. A conscious, deliberate choice that they made because they did not care about you, let alone love you. And this is the bitter pill you're going to need to swallow and accept before you can even think about moving on. You see, I might not know the details and the specifics of your situation, but I do know what your mindset should be. And that is to understand that this is completely on them. It's a reflection of their character and it has nothing to do with you. So if you're sitting there right now and you're in your head thinking that because you didn't meet their needs or you made a mistake or you got complacent, so somehow it's your fault for the fact that they cheated, that's all rubbish and it needs to go. Because if you truly believe that you had any part to play in them betraying you, then you're never going to move on. I don't care what they've said to justify it or try and twist the situation. It is not your fault. They didn't cheat because you failed the relationship or because you didn't meet their needs. They cheated because cheaters are always going to cheat. Whether you've been with them for 5 months or for 5 years, or for a lifetime. The moment they decide that you're not good enough, they will betray you. Because they only care about themselves, and they have no loyalty. And how can you possibly justify something as vile as monkey branching? What could your ex even say to explain the fact that they went behind your back, slept with someone else, and then entered a committed relationship with them? And even if they do try to claim that they didn't sleep with them, there was obviously emotional cheating happening behind the scenes. Because you don't just suddenly like someone else and have the confidence to leave for them unless there was ongoing dating and connection happening. Look, my point is that there are no words that can excuse this form of betrayal. So whatever excuses you might be holding on to or whatever they've said to you, it's done. It's 100% over. There is no coming back from this, and you shouldn't want to come back from this. After what they did to you, you shouldn't even want to talk to them, let alone get back with them. And even if they do come back once their little rebound relationship inevitably fails, you'll never trust them again. Because you will always have that valid fear in the back of your mind that as soon as you slip up, they will go behind your back and line up yet another replacement. Because they now know that they can literally stab you in the back and you will still be there for them and accept them in your life. Because you are too weak to walk away. And so understanding all of this is the first step to moving on. Am I saying that now your pain is suddenly going to vanish? Of course not. You see, the pain is very real for you because you actually cared about them and the relationship. And even if things got tense, and even if they mistreated you, which I'm sure they did, you didn't cheat. You didn't go behind their back and line up a replacement. You stayed loyal. Because those are your values. And so the pain doesn't go away instantly, but once you realize that they monkey branch because those are their values and it had nothing to do with you, well, now you can start to move on. You know that saying that time will heal you? Well, the truth is that time will only heal you if you let it. Don't be that guy or that girl who is stuck in their head fantasizing about what they did wrong or about getting their ex back. And for the love of God, please do not think that you need to have one final closure conversation with your ex in order to move on. I understand that we all want it to make sense and that it's a very confusing thing to happen to us. But the last person you should go to for those answers is the person who just betrayed and lied to you. I've already told you everything that you need to know. That is your closure. Your ex could literally write you a whole book explaining why they did it, and it still wouldn't be enough. Closure is a myth, and if it helps you, then I have actually done a video on this topic, which you can see on screen now. But to sum it up, going back to this person who's betrayed you and looking for answers is only going to hurt you even more, and it's only going to add fuel to those fantasies and overthinking that you've got going on in your head. There is no why that will make the fact that they stabbed you in the back okay. And on top of that, why would you believe a word that they have to say to you after what they did? With all that in mind, if you haven't blocked your ex yet and deleted all the memories you have together after what they did to you, then your mindset is not yet in the right place. Granted, there's a couple of exceptions. For example, if you have kids together or there's some genuine emergency. But if not, then whatever they are doing right now is of absolutely no concern to you. And yeah, I know that feeling of thinking how unfair it is that they're off having fun with someone else while you're left broken picking up the pieces. But just know that these relationships, these rebounds, especially the ones that start from a place of cheating, they're never gonna last. People like this are not capable of being in long-term healthy relationships, and that at least should give you a little bit of comfort. But for you right now, seeing them or hearing about them is only going to trigger you and reopen the wound that you're trying to heal. So don't. Make sure you delete all those pictures, messages, memories you have together. Because if you can't do that right now, then you are not in the right headspace to heal. Now, what does moving forward actually look like? Well, it means that you don't see yourself as a victim anymore. Don't get me wrong, nobody deserves to be betrayed like this, and you should definitely allow yourself to feel the full intensity of this pain and heartbreak, and grieve. But once you're done grieving, know that this pain does not have to define you. You see, if you stay in this place of why me, and you let the betrayal shape your identity, and you develop trust issues going forward, and you think everyone's out to get you, then you're only going to ruin your own life and make yourself miserable. In essence, it's like your ex is still controlling your life. Don't let that happen. They made their choice, and now you have to make yours. You can either shut down, or you can use this experience to make you stronger and wiser. Life isn't always fair, and sometimes we do go through nasty and traumatic events like this. But how you respond and how much you let them affect you is 100% in your hands. I mean, at the very least, you should realize that you were wrong about your ex in some way, so now you need to become better at recognizing red flags in relationships. What I'm saying is that it's your attitude that will literally change your life. It's not just about suddenly going to the gym and taking up new hobbies, improving your social life, because although those things are good, you also need to have the correct mindset moving forward. The fact is that you got cheated on by one woman or man. Well, guess what? There's plenty of women and men out there who will never do that to you, and who will treat you with the same love and respect that you show them. But you need to be ready to meet them. You need to heal and do the inner work so that you can show up without all of that baggage weighing you down. See, a lot of people will instead jump into new relationships straight away and maybe even get cheated on again because they haven't learnt their lesson, and because subconsciously they believe that they don't deserve any better. So work on yourself. Have a purpose in life. Build your self-esteem. Be confident in who you are. And instead of wishing for revenge on your ex, which, by the way, I completely understand feeling that way, be the better person. Show other people the kindness and love that you needed the most, but didn't receive, because you understand just how painful it is to be treated so cruelly. This experience gives you a unique chance to empathize with other people, which you might not have been able to do had you not been betrayed so brutally. So again, accept the reality that your ex knew exactly what they were doing, but they went ahead and did it anyway, and that there is no justifying betrayal like this, no matter what they say, or no matter what you might be thinking. And that is all the closure you need when it comes to this situation. And once you're in a place where you understand that there's no going back, and that you're completely done with this person, and you have no problem deleting all the memories and their contact details, only then will time heal you. Then you can start to work on yourself, improve your self-esteem, develop your values and your boundaries, and learn your lessons. Now you can view the world through a lens of opportunity and optimism instead of cynicism. One bad relationship and one betrayal doesn't define you, and it doesn't mean that your life is over. Don't give your ex the power to ruin your life. There's so much more opportunity out there, and at some point you will find a person who reciprocates your love and care, and who matches your values and beliefs. And when that happens, you're not going to be worried. You're not going to be thinking about this ex who betrayed you years ago. In fact, you'll be grateful that you dodged a bullet. So that's going to be it for this video. I really hope it can help even just one person who's going through this right now, because this is the advice that I needed when I was going through it. So if you did find this helpful, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more. And I'll see you in my next one.